In today's video, we're going to be diving into the world of zoanthid coral care. Now, zoanthids are great corals for beginners all the way up to expert reef keepers. Zoanthids are stunning corals that are known for their beautiful, vibrant colors and patterns, and they're a fantastic addition to any reef aquarium. Zoanthids are classified as soft corals, and they have a unique polyp structure. They have a centralized mouth in the middle surrounded by tentacles on the outside, often referred to as the skirt of the zoanthid coral. They also come in a variety of color patterns, from solid hues to stripes, spots, and everything in between. Zoanthids are relatively easy to care for, which makes them a great option for beginners. Now, to keep your zoanthids happy and healthy, you want to provide them with moderate lighting and water flow. But with that being said, zoanthids can tolerate a wide range of different water flow and lighting. So you can place zoanthids in the sand bed, in your rockwork, even higher up on your tank. Just give them time to adapt and adjust to the different parameters. When it comes to water flow, you want to have some water movement through the polyps. You don't want to necessarily blast them, so you want to avoid direct or high pressure water flow. You just want to see their polyps moving around. You just don't want any harsh water flow that's going to damage the delicate polyps. Now, one of the crucial things for the health of your zoanthids is maintaining good water quality and stable water parameters. As far as the range of numbers for these parameters, I'll leave those in the description below, but stability is key in the reef aquarium hobby, and especially with zoanthids. Now, zoanthids are photosynthetic, so they get the majority of their energy and nutrition from your light source, so you don't really need to feed your zoanthids. However, they will benefit from supplemental feeding. Try not to overfeed your zoanthids if you try to do that, because that can lead to poor water quality. The really neat thing about zoanthids is that if you're a beginner in the hobby and you're looking for corals to brighten up your tank, maybe you're looking for a splash of color or corals to overgrow and take over a rock in your aquarium, zoanthids are great for that, because you can create what's called a zoanthid garden or a zoa garden, and you can have a variety of different colors on that piece of rockwork growing all together, because zoanthids can touch. They're not going to harm other zoanthids, so they can grow right next to each other. Now, some zoanthids grow faster than others, and some zoanthids might overgrow or outgrow a neighboring zoanthid, so you do want to kind of be mindful of how fast they're growing in your tank. So you can place them in isolated areas to see how they're growing first before you put them together, or just take a group of them and glue them to a rock in your aquarium and just watch how they grow over time. But zoa gardens are very beautiful, and they add a lot of color to your reef aquarium. Now, when handling zoanthids, you do want to be careful. Make sure you're wearing some safety gloves and safety goggles, because they are known to have polytoxin, which is a very harmful toxin that can get you really sick and even cause death. So, majority of zoanthids are perfectly fine in the hobby. However, with that caution out there, you do want to be careful when you're handling them. Now, the toxin is usually only released when they are damaged or cut, because it resides inside of the coral. But just be careful and just have that in the back of your mind whenever you're buying or looking at polythoas and zoanthids. Now, when adding a zoanthid to your reef tank, they might be closed up due to shipping or transportation to your reef aquarium. So just give them a day or so to open up and see how they do. And if you don't like where they are, you can always move them around and adjust their position in your reef tank. So you don't necessarily have to glue them down to the rockwork right away. You can use things like the printed reef sand stand to hold them in place. But with the right lighting, water flow, and water parameters, zoanthids are stunning, beautiful corals that are easy to care for and will add a splash of color and personality to your reef tank. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, I know you're gonna like this one right here, so go ahead and click or tap your screen to watch that. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.